So look, I'm gonna keep this simple and basic. You've got me who prefers the 26, and then you've got me that prefers this one, the 25. The question is, which one should you get? Let's talk about it. All right, so look, I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I'm simply gonna compare the version 26, which has just come out, and the version 25, which I've had over a year now. Which of these two shoes should you get? Let's start here. The 3 things you always need to know. If we start with the stack height, nothing has changed. There. You see at the back? Bang. You see at the front? Bang. It's also the same over here. I could keep the stats over there. Well, flip them around. Correct. In terms of the weight, the version 25 takes this. 312 grams in a 9.5 UK versus 326. It's gone heavier. How about the price? Now, the fair way of doing this, well, this has just come out. This has been out for a year. So you can get this super cheap, but even at launch, this came out 175 versus this, which has just come out at 180. I've looked around, the cheapest I've found, the version 26, is 180. But if you look around and try and find the version 25, well, I've looked around, there you go. Okay, let's go in detail, comparing feature by feature, highlighting certain things that might set these shoes apart. Okay, let's start with the heel. There, bang. Now here, both of these feature the heel tab, and you can see that here and there, so no difference there. In terms of the heel, it's one of those, if it's not broken, don't fix it. There. Okay, now in terms of the inside of the heel, when you start looking at the padding, honestly, no difference. They haven't changed much there. All right, let's talk about the tongue. And the points here go to the version 25. Whilst the textures, the length, and the feel of the tongue is the same, the only thing, and I'm nitpicking here, is the perforations on the 25, and I'll bring them here, the perforations on the tongue actually run much longer all the way up in the version 25 than they do on the 26. But that's really me microscopically looking at this to try and find a winner. I tell you what doesn't need a microscope though, the lacing system. Asics, bro. The version 25, no. Thank you. What they've done in terms of upgrading the eyelets in the version 26, I love that. One of the criticisms in the version 25, and I've always talked about this whenever I refer to this shoe, and sometimes I'll bring out the shoe just to refer to the laces, they've overcome that through this upgrade in the lacing on the 26. So absolutely well done for changes in the lacing system. That definitely goes to the version 26. Okay, let's talk uppers. Now, a lot of people are saying there hasn't been much change. Yes, they have. The upper, according to me and my felt experience of my one run that I've done in these shoes, this, don't get me wrong, it's a nice plushy feel of an upper, but this feels much more dialed in. It feels much more closer to the top of my foot. It gives me a stronger hold, not tight, not constrictive, but it's a firmer hold, and I prefer that over the 25. Secondly, while both are knit materials, it just feels a bit more breathable to run in the 26. And if I show you, even the knit material, you can see that. One of the criticisms that I had in the 25 is, yes, it felt plush, yes, it feels good, but that feels a bit more engineered of a knit material and highly breathable. Both of them are, to be honest, but if I'm honest, I do prefer the upper on the 26. Now here is a decider. Both of these have pure gel. Both of these say FF Blast Plus, but this, the 26, absolutely is the better midsole. I'm not even gonna shy away from saying it. The midsole on the 25 just feels like it nails the brief. This is a cushioned shoe. When Asics came out and said, we've made the most comfortable running shoe, if they said that and they brought this, I wouldn't have believed them, because that is exactly what I believed in that marketing and the branding they promised us. They have dialed this in somewhat. Now, look, depending on your preference, this shoe has been criticized as being a bit too squishy. Or I've heard even other reviews saying it's not as stable as can be. The changes they've made, if that's your thing, the changes they've made in the 26 will address those issues because it is slightly firmer. It is. It really is. And so maybe that's going to add versatility. You might do some workouts in the 26 that you wouldn't even have considered doing in the 25. Or you might see it as a bit more stable. I don't know. But for me personally, the brief in these shoes, this one and this one, is comfort. And I feel like they've deducted that comfort in this one. Therefore, my go-to in the Asics line when it comes to comfort has to be the version 25. Boom. Let's talk outsoles. No brainer. Outsoles. No brainer. No brainer. No brainer. This absolutely wins, and I get it. Some people complained that this didn't have grip or as much grip as it needed to. I get it. I personally didn't have that issue. And also because I don't run in ice rinks. I don't know. My running is done on the pavement. And when I'm going out on trails, I put on a trail shoe. I don't know. I can't really fault people for calling out those things. What I can promise you is I will only talk about stuff if it's been my felt experience. However, this is certainly an upgrade. And it might be what's contributing to the weight gain. I don't know. But all I can tell you is if you're going to base it on the outsole, absolutely, version 26 will be the one to go with. So look, here is the ultimate question. Which shoe should you get? Should you buy version 26, which has just come out, or look back at version 25? Now, my reasoning is very simple. For two reasons, I would highly recommend you get the 25. Might not be the thing to say in terms of marketing for the new shoe, but here are my reasons. Times are hard for everyone, especially me. I had to go out and buy this bad boy, 180 pounds. Now look, for me personally, I would very much prefer finding a discount on this bad boy and use that money for something else. Secondly, the brief for the Gel Nimbus line is comfort. I find the 25 to be much more comfortable than the 26. Those are my reasons and nothing else. Don't get me wrong, I love the upgrades they've done. The lacing system feels better. The feel of the upper feels better. The outsole they've upgraded feels better. The midsole is staying here. And that to me is the star of this show. The midsole, the comfort, the cushion. That's just me. Hey, so look, if you want to watch a detailed review of the version 26, I'm going to leave this. You can click there. And if you liked that video, you've watched it already, cool. If you like this one, please consider subscribing to the channel. It would be great to have you. Thank you.